So in this tutorial, we're actually going to jump outside of a single course for a little bit. We're going to go away from our course navigation and instead we're going to move into our global navigation. So what I'd like to talk to you about in this tutorial is the inbox. So let me go ahead and click on it. This is your universal inbox. This is where you can essentially correspond with one or more of your sections. This is how you essentially send emails in Canvas. Now, just to let you know, you're not going to see the rich content editor in your inbox here, and there's a very specific reason why. You may recall way back in the very first module I talked about notifications and how you can set up ways that you can get communications from Canvas. Your students can do the same thing. Your students can essentially get tweets sent to them, they can get SMS text messages sent to them, they can get emails sent to them. Okay? So they can essentially receive any of your correspondence from Canvas on their phones. So what does this mean? Well, it means that we're not going to have a rich content editor because any markup we would do, any HTML coding, any colors we would add to text, any effects, anything like that would be lost depending upon the type of correspondence that the student has opted in for. So you should really think of your inbox as a way of immediately conveying some very specific information. This is not going to be a place you necessarily come to do announcements that have a lot of color-coded text or anything. This could be a way of you simply being able to correspond with students. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what we'll see here in the inbox. All right, so first, you've got two drop-down menus. This first one, when you click on it, allows you to choose which course you're going to see an inbox for. So you can simply see an inbox for my sandbox course or my example course or all of my courses. The second drop-down menu allows you to choose unread, starred, sent, archived, or submission comments. Okay, so you can actually see any comments that were tied to submissions here. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see what we'll see when we click on Sandbox, and then let's just see if we've got anything under submission comments. So you'll notice I've got submission comments here from my test student who submitted these projects. So here's the one where the test student said this was a great assignment. And here is my response to that where I said, I'm so happy that you enjoyed it. So this is a very quick way you can actually see what has been placed into certain portions of your course. And so you can also choose to reply directly from in here if you wanted to. So had I wanted to reply to the test student here, I could have done that and I could have sent that right away. Okay, so let's jump back into the inbox here and let's talk a little more about what we've got going on over here. Okay, so this is your student panel. This allows you to essentially search for distinct recipients. This, of course, allows you to compose a new message. If you've got an existing message in here, you can reply to all, archive, delete, and this brings up more options. Okay, so let me go ahead and just do an example here. I'm going to create a correspondence with my class. So I'm just going to send it to, let's pull up, I'll say all in the sandbox course for MS Garcia. So you can actually choose recipients here. Subject, I'm going to just do welcome email. Now here you can choose to send individual messages, and you've got a little piece here that says this will send an individual message to each of the recipients. So if you want your students to respond to you independently of each other and the entire class, then you can do this. And that way, if you're afraid that your students are going to get spammed by other students emailing, where they're just essentially emailing a large amount and you don't want their phone to be vibrating constantly saying, hey, somebody else sent a reply, hey, someone else sent a reply, then you can do this. So you'll send individual messages. And that way, it still sends this group email, but each person gets their own distinct email, and when they choose to reply, they don't reply to the entire class. So I can say, greetings all. Welcome to my class. Sincerely, Professor Garcia. I can attach a file if I want to this. I can record audio or even add a video comment if I want to, and then I can just simply click send. and that should send that out.